Charleston White back, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm getting too big for YouTube interviews.
Why you say that?
Because everybody's stuck here. Everybody's gone to streaming. YouTube is making it harder. I'm in the streaming world. I'm saying, y'all come over here. In the streaming world, I'm positive. When I come back down here to y'all, I'm crazy. I'm going off. I'm America's favorite uncle over here. None of y'all in the YouTubing world is over here. And I'm saying, why not bring your personal? I use that as the motivation to say, oh, nobody, because y'all didn't help me. And when I look at y'all are really waiting for me to fall, including the Say Cheese TV platform. Y'all waiting for me to fall. That's why every time I go negative, it's rushed to be shown. Aiden Ross won't never paint me in a negative light. He won't even let it. He'll click.
Gotta talk about this Charleston White situation, cause the streets is talking and I'm listening. Now, I peeped them clips from the Big Facts Network they got floating around in the description, and listen. The people are saying that whole thing was pure performance. A straight-up circus act for the views. And it worked. Everybody's looking. He got what he wanted, they got what they wanted. Clout. Attention. The bag. Period. But let's rewind for a second. Before that mess, he was over on Say Cheese talking crazy, saying he bigger than YouTube. Come on, man. Be for real. That's garbage and we all know it. It's just him throwing out confusing, wild statements so you get lost in the sauce. But if you focus up, you see right through the fog. Here's the real, he got a problem with my man Oschino. And Oschino? He can get on that same Say Cheese platform and check Charleston right on his head for being disrespectful. Oschino got his own space to speak his truth. Charleston? Not so much. Oschino lived that real street life, he's funny, and he ain't afraid to say what's up. And Charleston hates that. He can't stand being insulted, especially on a platform he done used so many times. So let me keep it a buck with y'all, the people who follow me, who ask the real questions, even the ones who want to live in a fantasy. When I look at this whole scene, it looked staged. It looked performative. It looked like a whole act. Now, if you like Charleston White, that's on you. Maybe you think he's hilarious. Cool. But you can't be out here saying all types of disrespectful junk, fronting like you some community activist, playing games for a check, and then throw a whole tantrum when it don't go your way. Let's keep it 100. The only reason this man is known on these platforms is because of our culture. Rap culture. Hip-hop. Black American urban culture. That's it. That's the root. He got his views, his likes, his clicks from saying the most out-of-pocket, disrespectful things. And now he want to act brand new? Now he want to talk about it hunting his brand deals? That's a lie. YouTube is full of people with sponsorships. Charleston White ain't got a real platform of his own, but Oschino does. I got a platform, Urban Politicians TV. If this man was so big and so figured out, where is YouTube channel at? He could be on there right now, talking his talk, dropping knowledge, showing his community work, telling people how to help. He could do all that and get major views. But he don't have it. Why? 'Cause he needs platforms like Say Cheese. He depended on them. Right now, he's probably on some other stream talking bad about Say Cheese, talking bad about Oschino and his fans. But let's be crystal clear, Charleston White is not above them. He's not above nobody. That's just the truth. And watch, he gonna keep partying around, but he'll be back on Say Cheese. He'll be back 'cause that's the easiest money. Go over there, say some wild stuff about whatever rap beef is hot, get paid, and then dip until the next trend. That's his cycle. That's who he is. After 5 years of him showing us, he don't get to tell us how to see him now. I don't think he cares for real. I think this was just another paycheck play. Someone who really stands for the people, for the community, for the culture, they don't switch up. They don't do gimmicks and antics. They don't sit around being a professional antagonist just to confuse folks. You can be entertained by it, sure. But don't try to sell me that he's the one we should all be listening to. It's crazy hearing him say, I don't talk to rappers. But every single time he see a rapper, he's right there cheesing in the picture, happy as a kid on Christmas. I think rappers are this man's idols. Soon as he got a little money, what'd he do? Everything a rapper does. Bought the chains, bought the watches, started dressing the part, wanted to hang in the same circles, started acting like them in interviews. Soon as he could afford the lifestyle, he jumped in it. That's 'cause that's what he wanted all along. He always wanted to be down with the cool kids. You can't come up in this world using the rap game, saying rappers' names, being around rappers, kicking it with rappers, and then turn around and say you don't mess with them. You can't say you don't want to deal with these rappers, but then every time you see one, even ones you talked crazy about, it's all smiles and daps and much respect. And then you turn around and say you don't care? The platform he's on, say cheese, wouldn't exist without rappers. My platform wouldn't be here without rappers. None of these hip-hop platforms would be here without the rappers. We wouldn't even have this culture called hip-hop without rappers. And another thing, streaming. He want to go to other streaming platforms and talk about how their opportunities are better. But all them streamers he's mentioning, they got YouTube channels. Every last one of them. It ain't about being on just one. It's about being everywhere you can. They understand that. For some people, YouTube fits their life better. For others, a different platform works. You pick what's best for you. That's your choice. But don't try to downplay YouTube just 'cause you ain't got a home over there, or 'cause you're really just mad that Oschino is over there telling you the truth about yourself. And let's be clear on one more thing. This man is always making jokes about dead kids and deceased family members. That ain't it. That's not respectable. That's not honorable. But I guess that's what you do when you ain't got a real talent to fall back on. He says, who is Oschino? Why you gotta mention me? Okay, well if that's the case, why did Charleston White have to mention Kobe Bryant? Why did he have to mention Nipsey Hussle? Why, right when Takeoff died, did he run straight to say cheese to do an interview about it? Why he have to mention Takeoff? Why he have to mention all these other rappers? Who is he? We wouldn't even know his name if he wasn't out here mentioning the rappers. And people are gonna keep letting him play them. They're gonna keep letting him slap them in the face and then accept an apology like their face ran into his hand. That's how crazy the defense sounds while it's happening. He knew exactly what he was doing on that show. It was all part of the act. You could even see the host smirking. It wasn't serious. They expected him to go off. They wanted the viral antics. That's the Charleston White special. I'ma always call it right down the middle. I refuse to be confused or brainwashed. I'ma stay focused and keep it 1000. And guess what? I don't have to talk about Charleston White. I'll still get my views, I'll still do my numbers, 'cause I built my own thing. My supporters rock with me. They the reason I'm here. They the reason I get views without even saying his name. Before last week, I hadn't talked about him in 2 months. I still did millions of views. Why? 'Cause I've been working. I've been grinding. My people have seen that and they ride with me. They like what I'm giving, what I'm saying, and how I'm saying it. But Charleston White? He ain't got a platform to do that. And I think it's because of the words that came out his own mouth. He put his foot in it, and now he's trying to blame everybody else 'cause he can't have his way. So what y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Keep it respectful, but keep it all the way real. If you feelin' this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell. We go deeper on stories like this.